future for whether that's DoD, Air Force, as you start instilling some of these habits, almost in this pre-basic training, type environment? Where's the future you see of where the force is going from a health perspective?
Well, the future is almost a spin-off of the past. And I recall in the 1960s, right when President Kennedy got elected, he wrote an article for Sports Illustrated that was called The Soft American. And this is just a recollection of what happened in the beginning of the Korean War, to where we didn't have people coming out of the Great Depression that were healthy enough to be able to answer the nation's call, which was very concerning. So then he ended up following a study that NYU, New York University, did, comparing European children versus American children. And the comfortable habits of American society were actually hindering the development of our youth in comparison with the Europeans, to where they were far more active and they were leading healthier lifestyles. So President Kennedy then said, the future of national security is going to be dependent on the actions that take place in the schoolyards of today. We needed to have a national program to go ahead and instill the right habits for youth to be active, for them to eat healthy, for them to go ahead and carry a life that will be conducive to some of these professions. And it's not just national defense, we're talking first responders. When you look at your own profession, when you look at the medical professionals, that is a very stressful life. And if you don't have the right body composition and the right immune system to withstand that stress, you're eventually going to break down quicker than somebody else. So all of those things play into the fact that, the Department of Defense is doing everything they can in their power to capitalize from that youth. But we're going to need help from the education system in the front end to be able to make sure that we instill those habits in our youth, because that is a big shortfall for our nation.